Good afternoon, all. Paul from CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, September 23rd. We're looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and NQ. So this is what you get when you do trade against short-term players, emotional trading, right? Even this whole move up to the all-time highs has been fueled by short-timers. Trend day up yesterday, triple distribution day in ES, triple distribution day down today. NQ, triple distribution day up yesterday, double distribution day down today. Righty, double distribution day up yesterday, double distribution day down today. However, righty makes a new all-time high today, and they're still up on the daily. They go out with an afternoon rally high in G and a double distribution day down. ES and NQ have now put the daily back to balance, right? ES goes out triple D, NQ double. ES also has a weak high against yesterday's all-time poor high. So there's no excess at all at the all-time high in the S&P. They also have a poor low at the day today. Now NQ had excess today and some excess yesterday at the all-time high. Okay? So the Dow hit an all-time high. Righty did, IWM, SPY, SPX, but ES did not, and of course none of the NASDAQ indexes hit all-time highs today. I will be calling this a three-day balance. Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Some people might call it two. Again, it's all subjective. It's an art, not a science. You're not wrong if you call it a two. You're not wrong if you call it three. I'm going to call it a three-day balance. The big thing is, and same with NQ, okay? Friday, Monday, Tuesday. The big thing is to remember is the long-term market is still very, very healthy. So this is the first little baby step at all by the bears, and that was to put the daily into balance. Now, can you take a lot away from the fact that we had that trend day down and took back yesterday's trend day? Not really, because that's just short-term traders and they're incredibly emotional. Very tough sledding in NQ this morning, as NQ was 7 for 7 wide. ES was without a doubt more accommodating. And I had a decent day overall, but I lost money in my personal account because in NQ, I lost on an IB trade I thought I was going to get in D period. So A period, I took the short to get the overnight low. So that started off now, nice. B period, I had some ebb and flow shorts. I did not get A's low though. C period, I short one time against the 144 when it pushed up. Then D period happened. It looked like they were going to get it. They had pressed in C, they pressed in D a couple of times, and then it kept coming down. I finally took a short, added to it, went up, didn't get it, took it off, and got hurt. Lost about $800. Not the end of the world, but net lost 8 after I was up on those other trades. So that kind of sucked. F period, I did get the IB low, but nothing big to get back, I had already shut down my personal account at that time. So I went to the prop accounts. I did well in those. I got the IB low in F. H period, I was short with ebb and flow trades when it was starting to move. I was short in I period on the turnover, which took out H right away. I did long I the first time it came right down to yesterday's low to see if they would defend a one-time framing, and I got paid on that. But then it finally went and got it. In fact, I took the short to go get it. So I period was a good period. I shorted the turnover to take out H. I longed yesterday's low, made that, and then I shorted I to get the yesterday's low. And then after that, the only other short I took was in J period against the singles. After that, the market, and we were talking about this, right? You got good extension in H and I. And then what happened? J, K, and L kept pushing. What'd they get for their efforts? Not much. So what happened? They gave it up finally in M period. So that's that. So don't read too much into again, bears are always looking for the holy grail or the big moment that it's over for the bulls. It certainly, I don't think, is over for ES with those poor highs and weak highs. So, and again, the market overall is strong. So what's the next step before we get to the chart? What's the next step for the bears to take if they really want to change things? Well, you got to come out of the 3-day balance down. All we are is balance. If you take out yesterday's highs, we go bull, balance, back to bull, and nothing changed. But if you go bull, balance, and then take out Friday's lows, now there's a little more of a change. You're now down on the daily. And once you're down on the daily, what could you do? Look for the weekly low. Right? That's how it works. That's how it works. So, again, I wouldn't put too much weight onto what happened today unless, of course, they decide to get some follow-through tomorrow. And keep in mind, we went up on Wednesday last week, right? Not Wednesday. Thursday. After the Fed, right? They digested the Fed news and we went higher. After his press conference the next day. Well, he spoke today at 12:30. And the market sold off when he was speaking and after he was done. He didn't say anything different. He said nothing different. So again, mindless machines and uneducated traders just swinging this market around. And then chart-wise, so again, here's the daily, back into balance, 73 million. So we're a little bit above average. Interestingly enough, Q's is 17 million above average, which is pretty nice. And IWM, 7 million above average. So they've been doing some decent volume, those two, as opposed to ES. 3-day balance. We'll see how we come out of it tomorrow. Hope you had a good day trading. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening. And we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.